Hey everybody, how are you? It is Saturday, so it is Christmas Eve day. And I am feeling a bit melancholy. I just dropped my son. Hang on. Hydrating with some Gatorade. I just dropped, and that's not even Gatorade, Powerade. Dropped my son off at the airport a few hours ago. He's going to Israel. He will be gone for 13 days. Turns out he packed more than all the other kids, even the girls. He had 2 carry-ons. He had a carry-on suitcase, plus his backpack, plus a suitcase that weighed 45 pounds. So, and I guess if you go over 50 pounds, it's $200. So if he buys a lot of stuff there, oh, this needs sanding. I'm not using this one. So I told him if he buys a lot of stuff there, it will be cheaper for him to just probably buy a duffel bag and check it. So I'm just feeling a little off today. So painting always helps. So these are the MDF boards that I got cut. Teacher work cut them, charged me $5 a piece for them. Seems like a good price, I don't know. I primed with gesso, but I only did 1 coat. And I am impatient and really want to use it today. So this will kind of be my tester to see if 1 coat is enough. I'm guessing it's probably not. But, you know, I will find out. And I'm using really pretty colors today. I've got magenta. I've got, I don't know what this is. It's like 3 different colors. And then I have Grumbacher Cerulean Blue Hue. In Artist Loft Light Violet that has, it's like full of bubbles, air bubbles. I just mixed it. I mean, they're just everywhere. And then Artist Loft Lemon Yellow. So, bright, cheery colors. And put some tape over my drug so can't see what I'm on, so I can use my container. And I'm going to do probably the same circular pattern I do on most. None of these have silicone. You know, there's barely any in here, so I think I might add silicone to this one. And it's treadmill silicone. They are all mixed with Floetrol and water. And I think maybe I'll put a little silicone in this one. But let me make a note of it. I write S on the lid, so then I will know. Well, I think that ended up being 3 drops. Just a quick stir of that in. Because I couldn't decide if this would be, if I would resin this or not. But the last ones that I used Dawn on worked really well. So to clean the silicone off. I do need to buy more Dawn. I've got no dish soap right now. And I was also happy to report that I washed the big wooden circle from Home Depot, put it under the sink and rinsed it, and it dried just fine. I was kind of worried that it would absorb water, but it seems to be just fine. And is actually going to resin instead of paint. But I hadn't taped the backs up. So I didn't have that prep work done. And I just really wasn't in the mood. And I'm really, really, really tired. And we're going to my sister-in-law's for Christmas. And I think it's that emotional tiredness, you know? Because now that my son is like gone, I feel fine. But in preparation, I was so worried with packing, you know, is he going to forget anything and all that stuff. But now that he's like gone and out of, you know, out of my control, I feel fine. And he's going with a great bunch of people, so I have no concerns there whatsoever. But I do want him to buy me a lot of stuff, so that's why I'm thinking he might need to buy a suitcase. My daughter didn't buy that much stuff when she went. She bought a lot of like Dead Sea beauty product stuff that she never ever used. So I want lots of stuff. She did buy me a very pretty silver necklace. I say she bought me, but I mean, it was my credit card. So, but I told him, I said, I want a menorah and I want jewelry. I want everything. Because who knows when any of us will be back. My children will both be able to go again on birthright for free. I think they just pay transportation. But who knows if I'll ever be back. Or if my husband will ever get to go. Hopefully. Hopefully. So that's enough of... I'm sure you guys are all so excited about my ramblings, but that's what's going through my brain right now. I wish these had curved edges instead of flat, but my dad is home all day tomorrow. I mean, it's Christmas, so nothing's open, unless they go see a movie. So maybe I'll go play over there tomorrow. I bet my parents will miss my son. Because like over winter break, over breaks, he usually spends a lot of time at their house. Because my mom cooks and I don't. So that's one big reason. Because she feeds him. And I don't ever cook. Ever. I do pick up pizzas and, you know, Subway. It's got to count for something, right? I'm afraid I did not add enough color. I'm stopping right there. Because this seems to be way... So I couldn't believe that whole video I did the other day had no sound. I haven't even checked the microphone. I wonder if it got unplugged. It's got, you know, extensions on it. So I wonder if one of those extensions got unplugged or what. But I was listening to it in playback and I'm like, well, maybe my volume's on my phone's not working and that's why I can't hear it. But no, did the whole thing. It's like silent. Just pretend you're watching a silent movie. All right, so I'm going to pour off a little bit of that color Where's my torch? Oh, let me grab my torch. Oh, that was just water. It's like, gosh, I don't want to spill more paint like I did the other day. Ooh, those are some pretty things going on. So again, my white is thicker, and it is really working out for me better being thicker. I did that right there, and you can see it right here. There's a lot of color under that white. So if I just do this, it gets it out from underneath. Now that I've been pouring on circles, I like them so much better than canvases. I can't put my finger on why. I really hate canvases that aren't square. Well, I can do the 12, they can be long and narrow. But, so they can be like 12 by 24 or 10 by 20. But 8 by 10 or 11 by 14, I hate those. I don't know why. They never did anything to me, but I don't like them. So I'm still getting used to this thicker white paint, because I know it's better, but it is more of a challenge to use. I have to have more patience. Ooh, there was a lot of white there, so look at how pretty that. Ooh, that's a very pretty swipe. That's very pretty. So yesterday was my husband's birthday, and I was a total, he gave me, because we had our Hanukkah party, and he remembered, and he wrote, and I neglected to remember or to think about the fact that yesterday he had proposed to me 21 years ago. And I felt like such a douche. He is way more sentimental and romantic than I am, but I really felt bad about that. Because it's his birthday. And so when we got engaged, we had gone over to his house, or to his parents' house, and my parents went for dinner. And when he was opening his gifts, he's like, oh, there's one more. And it was for me. And it was the ring. But my family had already known about it because it was my grandma's diamond. He did get it reset, but it was my grandma's diamond. And so he had asked my brother for it. My brother said yes. And so they knew. And because I drove over there with my mom. And I remember in the car her asking, so do you really want to marry him? And I was like, yes, I love him, you know, because... And I always wonder, what would she have done if I had said no? Would she have said, oh, well, let's turn the car around, you know, because she knew he was asking me that night. So that would have been a little bit awkward. All right, so now I'm just going to go around. These edges are not, I should have sanded them. They are not the smoothest. But aren't you guys proud of me? There's like hardly any white drip off. I've gotten so much better at that. It helps pouring it from a smaller cup than from the jug. Portion control is much easier that way. Very cool. I'm trying to think if it needs anything else. I'm looking at it from a different angle. These awesome cells are from where I swiped. I like the swipe cells because they give the outline. Which I kind of want to do to this one. Oh, there's not enough. Shoot. That wasn't. You know what? That's all right. Oh yeah, that's much better. Now I have lots of little cells instead of that big turquoise blob. Same here. These might seem like really just little nitpickety things, but it's these things that make a difference in the whole painting. It's these attentions to detail. Which is why, like, when people are like, oh, you're just pouring paint on a canvas. It's like, no, not really. I mean, yeah, that's how it gets there, but that's not what actually it is. Thankfully, in real life, I've not, in real life, as opposed to online, I suppose, I've not encountered any negativity, but I know there is online. Which, negativity for art, I don't understand anyways, because, I mean, Art's just a beautiful part of life. There's way more important things to fight about. Alrighty. I think this is a busy one. I really like where I mussed it up. Must, not messed. And I'm going to torch very lightly one last time just to get out any remaining air bubbles. And let us hope that this does not warp. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all had happy holidays, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.